anything. I was just gonna go over some things that I did miss on my first video. I was a little confused on the degree of freedom and all that. So I'll just start all over. So first, what I want to do is go when I'm trying to find the significance of the quality of variances. I need to go to Analyze, and you go down to, sorry, first I need to start with the histograms. So I go to Descriptive Statistics. I go down here to Explore. After going to Explore, the dependent is going to be in the enrollment, and then that is going to be based off the region in the factor list. I want to go to plots and make sure that histograms are checked, not stem and leaf. And then with the Levine test, I want to make sure that the power estimation is on. I will click continue. I will then go and make sure the display is plots. I'll click OK. Once it runs this, you'll see it gives you a summary, the test of homogeneity, and then down here is the histogram for region 1. It's a little skewed, but I would say that this is an outlier, but it's based off the region and the schools and everything. So when we go down here to region 5, for sure there's outliers between 1,000 and 1,500 right here, and then between 1,500 and 2,000 right here. Then as far as the Levine's test is next, let's go to Analyze, and you'll come down to Compare Means and Proportions. You'll go to the Independent Samples t-test. Once here, your test variable is going to be your enrollment. So we'll move that over here. Then your region is actually going to be your grouping variable. We have question marks here, so we have to define our groups. Group 1 is going to be region 1. Group 2 is going to be region 5. We'll continue. Then I do want the homogeneity of the variance test. So I'll click that. When I click OK, we'll go from there. It gives you the group statistics, independent samples test, the homogeneity of variance, and the independent samples effect sizes. So when we go right here, we're going to see that first, let's go to the Levine's test right here. It says Levine's test for equality of variances. We're going to look at the significant number right here. The significance is 0.011. Since this is less than 0.05, the assumption is the assumption of homogeneity of variance is not met. So we still proceeded with the tests and everything. Then, of course, there's going to be a significant difference in district enrollment between Region 1 and Region 5. In APA style, I report this as the degree of freedom is going to be 2.83, which you'll go down here because since it's not assumed, we'll go to the second row. The value is going to be 2.828, and this is where I got confused. In my previous video, I thought it was going to be the 2.828 times 77.267. That is not correct. It is the degree of freedom is 77.267, which means our t value is going to be 2.83. Then we're going to move to our p-value. I was also confused on this, but since then I've learned that it is the two-sided p-value. The equal variances are not assumed, so we go over here to 0.006. The p-value is 0.006. Then we will move on to, I made this a little bit more difficult than I needed to earlier as well. So when we go down here to the independent samples effect sizes, it gives you Cohen's D, and I don't know why I didn't notice that, but I did. And your point estimate is going to be 0.39 in that area. Because our p-value is less than um, 0.05, since it is 0.006, we're going to reject the hypothesis. The Cohen's D is the two-sided p-value, and that is 0.39. So that is a medium effect, meaning the difference is important. I hope y'all are staying warm and all that good stuff. And I'm glad that I'm slowly learning how to use the SPSS statistics and learning all this stuff. It is absolutely fantastic. I hope you'll have a great evening and stay warm. Thank you.